Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, you all. Okay. Thank you for joining this educational forum, which is part of philosophical ideas in education coursework, led by one and only Prof. Dr. Gurdip, Kaur, Saminder, Singh. So today's topic, we will explore about how one of Malaysia's most successful education institutions, which is College Yayasan Saad (KYS). They exemplifies the core five elements of the National Philosophy of Education (NPE) in its curriculum and practices. So joining me today will be five distinguished speakers who will each offer insights from their respective roles in the school ecosystem. Each will be addressing one of the NPE elements, followed by practical suggestions for improvement. Let me begin by introducing our first panelist, Mr. Muhammad Iqwan bin Zahari, who serves as the school leader at KYS. Okay, so Mr. Iqwan, how does KYS, College Yayasan Saad, embody the idea that education is a continuous and lifelong effort, both for students and the school community at large?
Thank you, Miss Moderator, Miss Intern, I believe. Okay, at KYS, College Yayasan Saad, the concept of lifelong learning is part of our DNA. We instill in our students that education is not limited to exams, but a process to continues even beyond school's walls. For instance, we organize alumni sharing sessions where former students studying abroad or working in various sectors to return to share their experience. This shows students that learning continues at every stage of life. We also have reading initiatives like 30 minutes with a book every morning to develop reading habits. Students are encouraged to pursue certification like ICDL and participate in national and international programs such as Asian Youth Forum, all of which prepare them to be lifelong learners who contribute meaningfully to society. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Muhammad Iqwan, for the sharing tadi. Okay, now let's move on to our next panel, which is Dato Hafiz bin Zaman, our school director, which he will tell us more about element 2, the development of individual potential. So Dato, how does KYS ensure that each student's individual potential is developed beyond academics alone?
Assalamualaikum and thank you, Miss Intern. In Malaysia Saad, every student has unique strengths and our goal is to help them to explore and maximize their potentials. Besides academics, we focus heavily on talent development. We have students representing Malacca and Malaysia in sports like squash and swimming. Our music academy produces students who win gold in national competition. We use tools like individual profiles, and academic mentoring pairing (AMP) to help teachers understand each student's progress and needs. Career profiling and motivational seminars are also organized yearly to help them discover their interests yearly. At KYS, we believe that education should help students shine in their own way, not just fit into one mold. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dato. Now let us hear from our next panel, which is Cikgu Zulfadli bin Zulkapli, our curriculum designer for science student. He will explain about elementary, holistic and integrated development. Okay, so Cikgu Zulfadli, how is the concept of holistic and integrated development reflected in KYS academic and co-curricular structure?
Thank you, Ms. Intan. I will be speaking on third peer principle, holistic and integrated development. Our science student curriculum is structured not just for scoring A's, but also to foster innovation, character, and 21st century skill. For example, in biology and chemistry, we conduct student-led experiments related to local environment issues such as river pollution in Malacca and food waste management. In collaboration with Yayasan Peneraju and Mara, our students attend boot camps on robotics, AI, and even Islamic STEM. We embed moral value and national identity in project-based learning, where students present their findings bilingually, promoting not just academic fluency but also patriotism. Through this, we ensure their development is not only holistic but integrated with national values and goals. Thank you, Ms. Intan.
All right, thank you, Chingzun. Next, I would like to welcome Sir Amir Nizan bin Hussein, one of the dedicated teachers at KYS, also known as Sir Amir Singh. Okay, so he will explain more about element 4, which is called balanced and harmonious individual. Okay, so Sir Amir Singh, is that how I pronounce your name?
Yes, that's correct. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, how does KYS help shape students into balanced and harmonious individuals intellectually, emotionally, and physically?
Thank you, Ms. Intan. Thank you, thank you. My experience as teachers at College Yayasan Saat reflects the fourth element of NPA, producing a balanced and harmonious individuals. As a teacher here, I've witnessed how the environment supports the NPE goal of nurturing balanced individuals. We don't just focus on also the heart and physical well-being. Our weekly sport program includes structured futsal, rugby, and swimming classes. Even students who are not athletically inclined join our fitness for health module, which tracks BMI and personal growth. On weekends, students attend Club Insan Rabbani, a spiritual development circle, and participate in community service projects in nearby kampungs like Bukit Jalil and Air Molek. We also conduct Zero Judgment Day, a mental health support session led by trained teachers and listeners. In essence, we aim to produce students who are strongly emotionally, physically, socially, and spiritually. We believe we have covered all the NPE elements. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Sir Amazing. Finally, I would like to introduce Mr. Faisal, our Ministry of Education representative. He will talk about the fifth element, which is intellectual development. Okay, so Encik Faisal, how does College Yayasan Saad contribute to intellectual development, especially in line with Malaysia's long-term education aspirations?
Thank you. From the ministry standpoint, the fifth element, intellectual development, is fundamental to our nation building efforts. Malaysia Saat stands as a model for how private institutions can align with the minister's vision under the Malaysia Education Blueprint (PPPM) 2013 until now. Intellectual development here is not just about academic performance, although their SPM results are consistently among the best in the country. More importantly, KYS adopts inquiry-based learning across all levels. They use Malaysia Dual Language Program (DLP) effectively, enhancing global readiness while maintaining Bahasa Melayu as a pillar of national identity. The ministry encouraged other private schools to learn from KYS approach in integrating intellectual depth within national policy, especially in producing students who are not only intelligent but also ethical, confident, and patriotic. That's all for me. Thank you.
All right, so thank you everyone. Before we conclude, I'd like to invite each of you to briefly share one suggestion on how College Yayasan Saad could further strengthen the integration of these five NPE elements in the future.
I believe for the suggestion, uh, all the private schools need to use KYS as a national pilot site for the MOE's digital learning ecosystem rollout. That's all. For me, implement more collaboration with TVET institution for students interested in vocational excellence to promote lifelong skill acquisition. Okay, Assalamualaikum for the suggestion. From my perspective, we should strengthen links with local industry in Malacca for real-world mentorship, internship exposure. All right. Thank you, Miss Intan.
All right, right.
All right. As for me, maybe something that we can amend, we need to integrate disaster education and climate change into science module using local case studies like banjir banding, and his episodes. All right.
Mm.
From my eyes, we need to collaborate more with LPPKN to provide mental health and family planning awareness seminar for Form 5 students. Um, I believe there is a really good chances for us to upgrade our structures. Thank you.
All right, through this discussion, we've seen how College Yayasan Saad, KYS, is a living example of the national philosophy of education in action, not just in vision, but in lived practice. Let this serve as an inspiration for more institutions to adopt comprehensive, meaningful education strategies for the future of our nation. So thank you to all of our panelists and viewers. Have a good rest and goodbye.